I'm not the kind of person that's going to sit here and say, please buy this shirt, please subscribe, please do this, please sub, please thumbs up the video, please see my other channels, please. When do you ever hear me talking like that in a video, right? And the bottom line is how many YouTubers do that at the end of every video. If you like my video, subscribe here and click here and pay me here and donate here and here and here and here and here. And that's not me. That's never been me. I'm about content, and if the content's good enough and it entertains you, I make a living doing it.
Whoa, Chemo Sabe. Big ballin' is a hobby, and I don't think it's Dark Side Phil's hobby. Anyway, this obviously is a very old video. This is when DSP first left Twitch. DSP tries it, lies, dangerous, delusions, and not keeping his promises. I was listening to this earlier because I usually like to listen to stuff that's primary talking because it passed time faster. I can't talk today. Been a while since I made a video. A couple weeks, I think. I don't fucking know. Was kind of MIA the last week, and back doing stuff, I guess. I don't fucking know. Who fucking cares? But our buddy Dark Side Phil has a business update video. Of course he does. It's 40 minutes long. Of course it is. He got this stupid fucking Punisher hat on. I don't know why. And he got this shirt that I've seen him wear forever. He probably been wearing his shirt in videos for years now. And you know, keeping the same shirt is one thing, but don't wear a noticeable ass shirt if you're gonna wear the same shirt. Like, whatever. He should have wore his black shirts that he usually wear when he do his begging videos. Like I'm wearing white now. It's probably not really a begging video though. It's just a video with him talking about business. But according to this comment, too long didn't read. Got to do partnership deal, but don't worry, folks. I still need your cash, which is probably correct. You can see all of my tabs up here. Don't worry, I have more. You just don't see all of them. And you can see my camera background. What else we got going on here that I could really talk about before we start? Bleached my hair. Of course, with me being the African American persuasion, I can't easily get it to be like super fucking blonde. So I will have to bleach it twice to get it to be blonde. Not doing that. I might do it. I don't want to do it. But I got to do as much stupid stuff to my hair as I can, as long as I still got it before I get too old. But it gave me a pretty interesting color. It's like a brownish, reddish kind of color. To be honest, I kind of like it. But this is called Update New Partnership, Twitch Success, and Tough Month Ahead. A very tough month ahead, Dark Side Phil. I have some news to share with you. That was a weird noise I just heard. My recent changes have seen a lot of positive results, and things are possibly looking good for the future. However, it's not all good. April is going to be a very, very tough month for me. Watch this video to find out why. 40-minute long video. He don't need 40 minutes to talk about it. Give me a break. We got the Teespring here. We got the Loot Crate here. We got the fucking 40 links here. But he's not the type of guy to do that, you guys. A lot changed in 3 years. In less than 3 years. And a lot changes when people become desperate. But let's talk about all of the money streams DSP got. This is my second time recording the first 10 minutes of this video, so I guess I could cheat. I came up with like 11 or 12, I forget the number. And I was being sleazy with the counting. But it's YouTube channel number 1, YouTube channel number 2, YouTube channel number 3, Twitch subs, I'm not going to count ad revenue, Twitch subs, donations, Twitch bit donations, what else we got? Loot Crate, Teespring, Patreon, Panda Soap, even though that's not his money, but it's going towards the household, so that's 10 fucking ways you can pay DSP or one of DSP's affiliates. 10 ways. And it used to be more than that, because if you made a video for him and gave it to him, he would upload it to his channel and that would make money. And he kind of fell off on doing that. He probably gonna go back to doing it though. Allegedly, he got videos that people made and he didn't upload them yet, which is sad, because somebody spent dozens of hours of their time, maybe more, maybe less, I don't know. They spent time on it and he ain't even fucking uploaded yet. So it's just videos sitting on his computer. And he actually said, I wish I would have found a clip to this, but it would have took me longer to make the video because I would have to find clips of shit. But he even had the nerve to say that he doesn't have time to upload videos on KO Gaming 1. He doesn't have time to upload videos that other people made for him. Really? That's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. Fucking ridiculous. What else could I talk about here before we dive deep into the content, I guess? Probably I'll read these comments when I'm done and refresh and see which one's gone, because according to him, people flag comments and get them taken down, which is bullshit. Because I remember seeing, like, back in the old days, I don't know if they do that anymore, but when a bunch of people would downvote a comment, it would be like, this comment has received many dislikes or whatever, and you could click it to see it. And I get comments that get auto flagged. Usually when they get auto flagged, it's like somebody posting their life fucking story, so it's a bunch of paragraphs. So the thing I think it's like a bot or somebody spamming. If somebody posts a link, and if somebody type really weird, like a sentence 5 fucking lines under it, like they hit enter like 7 or 8 times, and then a sentence and they hit enter a bunch, that get flagged too automatically. But something like let me see here. I don't see any negative comments, to be honest. I don't know, something like this, and these are too long didn't read version, even though it should be too long didn't watch. A comment like this would be gone. This is nothing that's gonna get auto flagged. It's even got 8 positive votes, so it's not gonna be auto flagged or whatever. He full of shit when he talk about that. I'm surprised he got comments enabled, but he might disable them. He got likes and dislikes disabled for some reason. I think that's all I could talk about here. I might take some long pauses in this video. It's been awesome. I made a DSP video, depending on what he talk about, depending on what I want to talk about. Another thing he been hyping up is doing a video on Machinima. He's gonna do it early next month when he get out of his current contract, because he still got a contract with him on his KO Gaming channel. So when he get out of that contract, he's actually telling us ahead of time. When he get out of that contract, he's gonna upload a video talking about Machinima and the behind the scenes stuff. Not everything, but stuff in general. And it made me think of something that Frederick Douglass said. No, Fred Fuck said. I think Fred Fuck said it. He can't do business with anybody without them and they like come out of the situation with clean hands or something along those lines. Everybody this motherfucker ever did any kind of business with, when he done with them, he crap on them and he throw them away, unless he completely got over on them. Pretty much. You know, you got the Rambo situation, you got the Machinima situation. Machinima just lets completely shit on them now, even though they was the sole reason why this dude was able to pay all of his bills for the last, 5 years? And now he leaving Machinima, well, he going from Machinima almost all the way, and he acting like he was a battered wife. And one of his, I think his weekend preview, he was like, oh, I'm so glad I'm out of that fucking shit, man. Oh, man, I'm so glad to be out of that situation. When you was there, you was talking about how good they was treating you every time he got out of copyright strikes and shit. But now he gone. Oh my God, I'm so glad I'm out of that situation. It make me think of basic females. When you're with them, they act like everything all right, and then the day after y'all break up, they shit on you on Facebook or something. It's kind of like that. It's really lame. But everybody he fucking do business with, he shit on him. He shot on Twitch when he was done with Twitch, and now he back on Twitch, and now he shitting on YouTube, even though he's still technically there. He about to shit on Machinima very fucking soon. He didn't shat on Blip TV when he was done with them. He kind of pooed on Rambo a little bit when he was done with them. Sad. Former mods crapped on him when he was done with them. People that made fucking computers for him crapped on him when he was done with them. If you do something for this dude and don't completely have the whole situation 100% in his favor, eventually somewhere down the line, he's gonna shit on you. In a forum post, a video, a tweet, or something. I don't know why anybody would want to be involved with somebody like that. Just a legitimately bad person. Maybe not a horrible person, like he's not Satan, but he is a pretty bad person.
What's up, everybody? Phil here. Welcome to an update vlog regarding everything that's been going on with myself and YouTube and Twitch and everything else going on around here, you know, the business and...
By the way, look how shitty this fucking video looks. This is his layout. Really? Black borders. Really? Black borders. Let me tell you what he could have did. He could have made the video take up the full screen. You see, he got the They Call Me DSP. If it's all the way white, put a black outline on it. If this Patreon plug all the way white, put a black line over it. If this Teespring all the way white, put a black line over it. Black outline over it. You can easily do that in OBS. Now, if it's a PNG that he got here, put that shit in Photoshop, put a black line over, a black outline over it. It takes seconds. Seconds. I'm gonna see if I could even try to demonstrate it here. Because I'm a professional. I like to show professional stuff because I am obviously a pro level OBS user. Duh. Dummy. Alright, let me see here. We got text stuff. Now you see we got the word text stuff here. Looks pretty nice. If you set, this is a trick for OBS, so you cannot be like DSP and have blurry death counts. If you set it to the max resolution or the max size, which is 72, you can make it as small as you want. But I think when DSP do it, he set it to like 20 or some shit. And then just stretch it. And you see how fucking shitty that look? It looked terrible. And nitpickers like me are going to be like, oh, his death count looks horrible. So yeah, set it to 72. That's the highest it could go. You can make it small. You can make it big. You got to really make it super huge before you get some blurriness on it. But besides that, it looks pretty godlike. If you need it to be bigger, go in Photoshop. Make you a big ass text, a big ass text thing. Make a PNG file of it, put it over in OBS. But for the most part, that 72 is going to get you what you want. And you see here, if you put it on a certain background like that, you can't see it because it's all white. It don't have an outline. All right, fair enough. Give it an outline. Make the outline black. Booyaka booyaka 619. Look how nice they look. Professional. You don't have black borders on your video. Make your video full screen. Put black outlines over your fucking text. Come on. You're sitting up here telling me how you run a business. And you're asking me for my money to enable you to stay at home all day and play video games for a small amount of time, not edit videos, and fuss at people on Twitter. And you can't even make a layout for your video that you're asking for money in? Not even really asking for money. I'm not going to say it's a begging video yet. But I'm sure he talks about Patreon and stuff. Even if he don't, it's on the screen. Teespring is on the screen. Come on, dude. It looks poor. It really looks poor. I feel like I'm watching a Narcissa video.
General, I haven't done one of these videos in over a week now. And being that, you know, people
and then look at the HTTP.
People have been, watching the YouTube
he doesn't
videos.
need
There's a lot
that.
of changes going on right now, and there's a lot of things that are uncertain. I want to keep doing these videos at least for the near future until things seem to be in the clear, so that everyone knows exactly what's going on and what to expect. So we've got a lot of good news. That's the good thing. We got a little bit of kind of bad news and uncertainty. I'll talk a little bit about that. And in general, I just want to let you know kind of the health of everything going on around here. Because there's been a lot of changes. Let's face it, the past month, right? Just think about the things that I've changed. Number one, I now stream an hour earlier every single day. So now my gameplay streams are 4+ hours long. And I'm usually...
The other day, it was either yesterday. This is all time sensitive, so it doesn't matter. It was a day. It's an 80B pre-stream. It's 33 minutes long before he actually started to play the game. In the beginning of the pre-stream, he said he was late. And then he did a fucking pre-stream for 30-something minutes. Even though in the beginning of the pre-stream, he said it was late and he didn't have anything to talk about. He still managed to talk for 33 minutes. Now, I don't know if he played an extra 45 or 50 minutes or however long he was late plus the pre-stream. But I don't think he's putting out, obviously he's not putting out and even 4 hours of video game content every day. But whatever. I should reposition my camera because I just look in this direction when I talk anyway. At least for these types of videos. But it's like I find a spot with the camera and I just leave it there as long as it can stay there. By the way, I also got a new setup if you didn't notice. I got my black chroma key screen behind me, even though it just looked like a black sheet. I got a lizard dude behind that. He got his own little camera. I think he ain't really doing shit. Let me see if I can bring it up anyway. Yeah, I don't know where the fuck he at. And I got the mannequin head in there. I think he's scared of the mannequin head. Yeah, get used to it. Tevin, why do you have a mannequin head? Because one was in the yard after the flood. And I decided to adopt her. I never gave her a name. What else was I about to say? Yeah, it's a pretty godlike setup. I like it.
End up working
The happiest
a
I've
little bit
ever been
later
with
every
a
day.
setup
Some days
since
are
I started
exception, but
doing
most days I
videos.
end up working a little bit later than usual.
And the guinea
So
pigs were
really,
on the
I've
other side of the
extended
room.
my work day by about 2 hours every day.
So I got a
but
big
I am
open
taking a
space in
day
the
off
middle
every
in the
week.
middle of the room.
Incidentally, I'm actually filming this video on a Sunday night. It's actually Sunday, March 26th. I just filmed the weekend preview.
What's
and
the
now
point
I'm
of telling us
filming
the
this.
date?
Tomorrow is my day off, so I'm actually releasing this video tomorrow on Monday. So yeah, it's fun. It gives me something
Day
to do
off.
too. Like I have videos saved up. I have gameplay videos for tomorrow. I have this video for that day. So rather than me having to be here every single day on stream, I get to a day away from it, which is good. I need that kind of.
You need a day away from making gameplay videos. Something you say you love. Okay? Also, he says he got this video to put out. Like this video is some kind of worthy content or something. No one is going on YouTube. Oh man. I really hope I really want to know how Darkside Feels business is doing. This isn't worthwhile videos. This is like, it's on par with the video I'm making right now. Maybe it's like 0.2% better, but it's not even really, it's nothing. It's just worthless videos. I don't know. It's not something I would go on YouTube and search for. Like if I wasn't doing a video like this, I wouldn't watch this. It's worthless. I get to hear somebody talk about how much money they making and how much money they wish they was making and how much money they not making. Why would you go on YouTube to hear that? YouTube's supposed to be to have fun. And I guess shit on people from time to time. But I think hearing somebody talk about their bills is like one of the lowest things you want to see on YouTube. Maybe next to like, I don't know, terrorists beheading people. That would be under this probably. I don't know. Other people have real lives too, DSP. Other people go through nonsense too. So going on YouTube to expect to have fun, and then you get a video with a almost 35-year-old man talking about how he need help to pay his bills. It's not necessarily fun.
Relaxation and downtime to get me away
Relaxation.
from it for a week, right?
Nice and all.
Honestly, everyone deserves to have kind of a day of rest every single week.
You play games all day.
You know, I realize a lot of people don't get that option, but you know, if you can have it and you can take it, you should. And the bottom
A lot
line
of
is, since
people
I
don't
moved
get a day
here
off.
In 2014, I didn't do that. Now I'm finally realizing what the hell have I been doing, right?
He's not realizing it. The panda started to be salty. That's why he's taking a day off. He told us he's taking a day off every week because of Panda League. And now he acting like it's his idea.
So anyway, let's talk about all the
What was
things
the point of whatever?
that have been in
Who cares?
transition, all right?
Transition.
So, as you know, if you haven't been paying attention, I don't know how you could have missed the now like 4 or 5 vlogs I've done about it.
I don't know how you could have missed these videos with me, the Let's Player, talking about how bad I'm doing money-wise. If they didn't see those videos, they probably was ducking them. He forcing these videos on people. They don't even get good views anymore.
YouTube ad revenue absolutely plummeted in February for me. I went to Machinima asking them what the hell happened, and they basically gave me the runaround. They either weren't responding or the responses they gave me were generic or were waiting for answers from YouTube. And this went on for the greater part of 2 weeks where I wasn't getting answers. I'm like, how am I going to pay my bills if I'm not making any money on YouTube videos anymore? Inexplicably out of nowhere. I was assured that it wasn't because my channel had been flagged as, say, inappropriate for audiences or ad unfriendly or anything like that. It just seemed like YouTube ad revenue plummeted out of nowhere and no one wanted to give me any answers. So, I can't tell you the full story yet. In a couple weeks, I'll be able to.
Listen to this. That's so
my final channel that's
pitiful.
still with Machinima, KO Gaming, will be out of its partnership with Machinima, and I'll be able to tell you the full story of what happened.
Who in the history of the world has ever done this? 20-minute video, by the way. 2 minutes into this video. This is horrible. Who in the history of the world has done this? I'm currently signed. It's like if LeBron James was about to leave the Cavaliers at the end of the year, and he went and did an interview saying, well, I can't do it now, but the day I leave the Cavaliers, I'm going to put out a tell-all book. And I'm going to tell you all the shit they did, and I'm going to tell you about all the fucking backstage rape and all of this horrible stuff. Who does stuff like that? Who plans to basically do a tell-all video? That's what he's doing. He's planning to shit on Machinimo as soon as he leaves the contract. And he's telling us about it. He's not going to just do it. He has to tell us about it. He's hyping it up. He's hyping up a video. He's hyping up a drama video. Because that's what it is. It's a drama video. And just because it's about a corporation and not an individual person, he think it's content, I guess, that's worth talking about? I don't know.
Behind the scenes. But the short story is I'm no longer with Machinima. We were both going our separate ways here after me being partnered with them since 2011. It was very uncertain. I didn't know what to do,
Also,
and I made a video.
He went from posting on Twitter that it was bad news, like horrible news or some shit like that. He went from that to saying he felt like he got fired, to saying there was a mutual agreement, apparently they was in a relationship, to saying pretty much fuck Machinima, back to saying it was a mutual agreement, now to saying, well, I'm going to do some weird tell-all video about him.
Several weeks ago about, gee, what should I do here? Should I just try with another partnership company on YouTube to do YouTube full-time, or should I just give up on it? Should I go try to find a different job? Or should I try to jump into more of an integrated hybrid where I do live streaming, and my live streamings are a lot different, where my content is very focused on the people who are in the live stream, talking with them.
I also like how he talks to people in the chat just because it's a way to make more money from them. He didn't do this on his own. He didn't do it because he wanted to. He didn't even do it just to get more views. He did it to get flat out more money. It's pitiful.
Thank you, shout outs for people who cheer with bits and, you know, toss me.
Also, something I was thinking about earlier, I'm pausing so fucking much. He charges $20 to get an answer question. To get a question answered on Ask the King. $20. He does Ask the King every 2 months. So you give him $20, you might wait maximum 2 months to get your question answered. $20. You can send him 50 bits on Twitch and ask a question, and he's gonna answer it. Now, he might not give you a 20-minute answer, but he's gonna answer it. And if you don't answer it, people are gonna post in the chat, Phil, you missed the chair. Phil, you didn't answer the question. You can send him literally $1 through a regular donation if you don't want to send him bits. Literally $1 through a regular donation and ask a question. And you get it done the same day. So why would you give him $20 to get a question answered and ask the King? Stupid. It's what, $10 for a verbal shout out? I think. And he does those for Ask the King too, if I remember right. $10 for a verbal shout out. You can give him 50 cents and get a verbal shout out on Twitch. And it's in a gameplay video that's going to get more views. And more people are going to hear your shout out. So wait till he play a popular game. The first day he play it, send him 50 cents. Well, 50 bits, which would be like, I don't know, 70, 80 cents. Or send him $1 through PayPal. And you're going to get a verbal shout out instead of spending 10 and waiting 2 months. Text shout out you also get for $1. You can send him 50 bits. Guess what? You get a text shout out. And you get a verbal shout out too. For not even $1. Send him $1. Guess what? Text shout out, verbal shout out. So those 3 perks are worthless. And then of course you got the cam girl perk, which is the personal video that only you get to see. It's a private link. And that's like, what, $50? A lot of people are not about to give him $50. Not for that. And it's funny because when he first started taking donations on Twitch, like regular dollar donations, I thought to myself, yo, this dude is going to be getting hundreds of dollars in donations day one. It's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be like watching a fucking for real cam girl streamer. Yeah, I was wrong. Like, the most I seen him get was like $20. And that's still kind of rare. For the most part, it's 1s and 5s and shit. And then I really thought about it. The reason why he not getting a lot, like if he didn't have Patreon, if he didn't ask for bits and, you know, squeeze money out of his fans so many other ways, and he's just out of nowhere was like, oh, I'm taking regular donations on Twitch, or tips on Twitch, because he's a fucking waitress. I'm taking tips on Twitch. He would have probably got hundreds of dollars, maybe thousands of dollars. People would have been saying, oh man, I've been wanting to help you out, Phil. Here you go. But the people that wanted to do that already gave him a bunch of money on Patreon, and they probably still giving him a bunch of money on Patreon. You're not going to be giving him $50 a month on Patreon, and then you send him fucking $75 through Twitch donations or whatever. You're just going to raise up what you give him on Patreon, probably. And I don't know if I talked about it in this video or the version of it that I had to re-record anyway, but he don't even have that much fans. He got 180,000 subs. That doesn't mean anything. His channel is kind of old. If 180,000 subs does not equal 180,000 fans, it don't even equal 100,000 fans. He probably got like 15,000 fans. Maybe not even that, maybe 10,000. And he trying to squeeze money out of all of them with like 11 revenue sources. You gotta watch all these videos with ad block off. You gotta donate here. You gotta fucking tip over here. You gotta pledge over here. You gotta send bits over here. You gotta sub over here. You gotta buy a soap over here. You gotta buy a shirt over here, a hat, and a fucking mug, and a pillow. All of those ways you gotta get his one dude money. And all of those ways you expect that small fan base to give him money. Consistently too. Not just, oh man, somebody bought a shirt and gave me $20. Wow, that's pretty fucking cool of you. And then you go 2 months without getting the $20 bill from somebody. No, he expects this constantly. Constantly and consistently. It's ridiculous.
Micro donations during the streams and sub to the channel to try to get more people to do that so that my streaming could be more profitable, because if my streaming can be more profitable, it could make up
Let's rewind a little bit.
Streaming could be more in the streams and talking with them, giving thank you shout outs for people who cheer with bits and, you know, toss me little micro donations during the streams and sub to the channel to try to get more people to do that so that my streaming.
He legit said he talks with the chat so they could donate more. That's basically what he told us right here. He's telling us the plan.
Could be more profitable, because if my streaming can be more profitable, it could make up for this drop in ad revenue on YouTube that seems inexplicable and didn't seem to ever be gonna fixing itself. Okay, so in the meantime, while I was trying to decide what I was gonna do, I got a new partnership for DSP Gaming with Curse. For those who are unaware, Curse is a company that's called Union for Gamers. It's only partners gameplay channels, unlike Machinima that partners vlogging and everything else. They only partner gameplay channels. All right. They're well known. They're one of the higher regarded networks out there for partnering of gameplay channels. They offer pretty much all the same perks that Machinima did, including having partnerships with music companies and stuff that you could use these sound effects and music in your videos and stuff like that. The only bummer is, number one, I'm not making as much money. Well, the agreement I have with Curse is for less money than the agreement I have with Machinima. I can't give you the specifics because that's not allowed, but I can tell you it's not for as much money. And number two, it's not a managed partnership.
We already
know. So since
I've
been with Curse now for about 2 weeks.
If you watch these videos, if you watching this video, you probably watched the other ones. You already know this information, so what's the point of him telling us again? You might as well tell us about false copyright strikes.
Sadly, a ridiculous ton of my videos, and I know because I'm getting emails every day, so I'm picking up my phone. I get a ton of emails every day. Of the 40,000 plus gameplay videos on DSP
so you don't drop it in
every day, probably about 2 to 3 dozen, so probably about 30 to 40 videos
video really low
are getting
resolution
content
too. It
ID matched, and therefore advertising on those videos no longer are earning me any money.
Much different.
Or, in worst case, and
I think I might have a better camera than him.
Here, they're getting blocked outright and you can't watch them anymore. The playthroughs I'm noticing this on the most are all of my Grand Theft Auto playthroughs, all my Watch Dogs playthroughs, my Saints Row playthroughs, any playthrough that I've done that was an open world sandbox game that had licensed music on a car radio while you were playing. All of those playthroughs are getting completely claimed or blocked.
They already got claimed.
And that sucks. I know that sucks because those are some of my best playthroughs. Some of those playthroughs are the ones that people are, wow.
It's alright because if this is how you don't play still exists, we can just watch those.
I saw Phil play that game back in the day and that was amazing. And now you're going to go back to watch it and half of it's muted or blocked. And you're like, what the fuck is that?
Some dude somewhere. Oh man, I remember when Phil played Grand Theft Auto 4. I hope I just should go back and watch it. Really? No one's doing that. There's like one dude every 2 years doing that.
It sucks. It really does.
Some fucking nerd.
That these companies,
you call
this
people
automated
nerd,
bullshit system
we all
on YouTube of content ID, double dips for music companies when they have no right to any ad revenue from those videos. I'm going to say this again. I've said it a million times. Legally, they don't have a leg to stand on. All right, because I don't have an arrangement with the music company. The game maker did. The game maker, so let's say Rockstar, paid those music companies to license their music to be in their game. That means whenever someone plays the fucking game, the music's in it. They already made their money. Alright? Now because I made a video, a let's play, a derivative work off of the original game.
Derivative work. Yeah, his Let's Plays are amazing derivative works. You're trying to make it seem like it's so fucking sophisticated. It's a fucking Let's Play, dude. It's not all of that. Jesus fucking Christ.
With the music in it doesn't mean they get another cut. They were already paid by Rockstar to have their music used. It would be one thing if I was lifting music off the internet and putting it into my videos. Yeah, then they have a legal leg to stand on because no one paid them for that usage. They've already been paid for the use of their music, and this is double, triple, quadruple dip.
This is the equivalent of me saying I bought Chief Keef album from Best Buy, so I should be able to upload it to YouTube. It's not lifted off the internet, right? I paid the label and the label paid him, so I should be able to do whatever I want to do with it. It's pretty much the same thing he coming up with here. This makes no sense. It's not how real life works. If people work that way, no one would fucking make, well, they wouldn't make a lot of money. They would just make okay amounts of money. Well, I got paid like 5 years ago for this fucking song, so like okay, it's a good way to think about it. And I'm fucking really diving deep with this one. Think about like Spotify, for instance. You go on Spotify, it's like an old ass Jay-Z album. I don't even know Jay-Z on Spotify. I don't listen to Jay-Z. It's like don't post a comment about me saying I don't listen to Jay-Z, please.
Bing.
But you go to Spotify and you listen to old ass Jay-Z albums, some shit that came out in like 1997. With his logic, with DSP logic, Jay-Z said Jay-Z shouldn't get paid for that because he already got paid for it when he released it and sold albums in 1997. But now that it's on Spotify, he shouldn't get paid for it. That's kind of the logic he given here. It makes no sense. It's just him fucking grasping at straws because he want to be able to squeeze money out of all his shitty videos.
On something they were already paid for years and years ago when they had that agreement with Rockstar. It's complete and utter fucking bullshit, and in a lot of cases it's a system that shouldn't be in place. And if you actually contact a lot of these companies, they say, oh no, that's just an auto match, we didn't even
no shit, it's automatic.
It is what it is.
I like how he drinks out of the mug now, by the way, and you could tell he said it's like a label printed on a white mug. Look how fucking cheap that look. Can you see my mouse cursor? Yeah, you can see my mouse cursor. You're not supposed to, but it's alright right now. Look how fucking cheap that look. It looked like they put a fucking sticker on a white mug. The bottom is completely blank. The sides blank, everything. They really couldn't make black mugs. I can understand that this was like peach colored or green or some shit. Just make a black mug. Have like black mugs, white mugs, red mugs, super common colors. Charge like $2 extra if somebody order a black mug. But don't sell this shit. And it's probably like a $20 mug. I want to see how much it is. Let's see how much the mug is. A fucking sticker on it. Nice wow dude hat. Look at all of this bullshit. Okay, $15 or $14. Plus shipping is about a $20 mug. $20 for a mug. Now this looks okay. Because, you know, it's not a square sitting on a white background. But when you got the one that's just a square sitting on a white background, that looks shitty. Really shitty. Even this looked pretty alright. But I wonder how it actually looks. Like, is it actually a circle for the logo? Or is it like a big ass square on it, but you don't see the rest of the square, you just see the logo? I don't know. I'm not buying one to figure out. Like this here. And the I'm pressing buttons one. Why would you not make the I'm pressing buttons one not have, why would you give it a background? This one here, you don't have to give this a background. Take out, fucking Photoshop out this black background. PNG file like just the face and the hand and shit. Make it look a little bit better. Instead of having the weird white edges or whatever like this. That looks terrible. I'm fucking nitpicking the fuck out of this mug. But he don't want trying to fucking plug it drinking on camera and shit.
Protect you from this shit. Other than Grand Theft Auto, I've noticed all of my WWE playthroughs, every single one, is slowly but surely getting claimed. So all that music that was in the WWE games, getting claimed, it's either getting blocked or muted.
You already got paid for them though.
So all those playthroughs, sadly, look like they're gonna.
Based on his logic, he already got paid for these videos years ago. So who cares if they get claimed? You already got paid for them, right? These record labels can't get paid for something that they already got paid for years down the line. But he feels like he's entitled to get paid for something that he did years ago, years down the line. Interesting how
Go
that
away.
works.
There's nothing I can do about that. The Naruto games that I've played are all getting claimed. All the Naruto stuff is getting claimed.
Naruto?
I'm trying to think what the other common offenders are. Oh, sports games. Any sports games that I played. MLB,
Look at his eyes, they bugging out.
Any of them that had music in them, all getting claimed. So pretty much, if you want to watch those playthroughs, I strongly urge you right now, go watch them right away. Because
go watch them right away.
Once here, as all these content ID claims seep into my 40,000 plus videos on YouTube because of this automated bullshit system,
I want to see what he says.
Completely illegal. They're going to go away. I mean,
Illegal.
you're either not going to be able to see them or the music's going to be muted and it's going to be terrible. So
he's pretending one of the options don't exist. It's going to be taken away, or it's going to be muted, or it's just going to be content ID matched and we can still watch it, but you just won't get paid for it. That's why he wants us to hurry up and rush out to watch these fucking dumb videos that no one cares about anymore.
You gotta watch. If you're gonna watch any of that stuff, you gotta watch it right away.
You gotta watch it right away. Just download it.
When you think about games like Grand Theft Auto, I mean, I could always go back to those games later, especially for the fact that, you know, I played the original versions.
Why would he go back and play them again?
Maybe I could go back and play the remastered versions that they've now remade in HD and stuff like that, and I'll just take the music out at that point, which is very possible, and, you know, I think people might enjoy that. In fact, San Andreas, a replay of San Andreas was one of the things last year that was up in the polls for me to do, and I ended up...
He's actually contemplating replaying Grand Theft Auto games so he can re-upload them and make all of the money off the videos, and then have it not have music. So it's gonna be just hearing a cost move when he driving for the hours and hours that he drives, and him giving shout outs to people for giving him 50 cents. Okay,
being like second
that'd
place,
be a really good
so
let's
I didn't
play.
do it. So we'll see.
One thing I wanted to talk about too. I am gonna be not necessarily a hypocrite. That's not the word I'm looking for. Forget it. I forget what that word is. I'm stupid. When it's like you let one person get away with doing the same thing, and then you give another person a hard time for doing it. I'm gonna do that with him and this Twitch shout out shit. He went years without giving shout outs and stuff during videos. Even when he started streaming, he's never did any shout outs. When he was originally on Twitch, the dude had like 200 something subs at one point. No fucking shout outs for anybody. No shout outs for anybody, no talking to the chat, period. And he went years and years and years without doing it, and shout on people that did it, and said stuff like, oh, if you want to give money to somebody just to get a shout out, get real friends, or buy a hooker or whatever. All of that stuff. And now he's doing it, and it's supposed to be okay. It would be okay if he started off doing it that way, or if he didn't give people such a hard time for doing it that way. But because he did, and now he does it, people like me give him a hard time for doing it. That's why you gotta watch what you say and watch how you act in life sometimes. It's like if I was to make videos talking about how I can't pay my bills and tell y'all to buy shirts and sub to stuff and pledge to stuff and send bits to stuff and buy soap and shit. And, you know, if I tried to get 11 fucking revenue streams out of you, then I guess you could shit on me and make 4-hour-long videos about it.
In the future, maybe I'll go back to them and redo
Sure,
them
that'll be a good waste of your
better
time.
quality and everything, so that way
Just like
they're
this is a
still
good
there
waste
and you
of
can
mine.
watch them on YouTube rather than be all fucking muted and shit. But that's what's going on right now, sadly, okay? But the good news is DSP Gaming is partnered and is making money. And here's the weird thing, folks. Now, this is not based on any kind of actual fact or whatever. This is just me telling you the facts, all right? This is not based on any kind of evidence that I have regarding machinima or anything like that. But here's the facts, all right?
It's not based on evidence, but it's a fact.
In February, I saw an almost 50% reduction in ad revenue for the DSP Gaming channel. Almost 50% out of nowhere. Inexplicable, doesn't make any sense that there would be that much of a drop in ad revenue. And again, Machinima and YouTube were not giving me any legitimate answers as to why
now that I think about it, I have
okay?
to put my camera right here, because the mic right here. If I put the
I
camera right
left
here,
the partnership
you'll be
with
seeing
Machinima
back of
a
microphone.
little over 2 weeks ago, and became partnered with Curse. Since I've been partnered with Curse, this is not an exaggeration, I am now making on DSP Gaming 2 to 3 times as much money a day as I was when I was partnered with Machinima.
Good, you could take down the
it makes no
Patreon,
sense
right?
because the
And stop
agreement I
begging
have
for
with
money as
Machinima was
much.
that I was supposed to be making
Oh, no, he
more
wouldn't do
ad
that.
revenue. Like, I was making more of a higher percentage of the profits of ad revenue on my videos. But for some reason, overall, the ad revenue on my videos was abysmal when I was with Machinima. Now that I'm with Curse, the ad revenue has skyrocketed. Like,
maybe
is it because
Machinima
I
was
left
buying
Machinima and I'm with
worse
Curse?
ads.
Was Machinima blacklisted
Well, you know what
to
I
the
mean.
point where
People
I guess
selling them
YouTube,
bad
they're not
ads?
in YouTube's good graces, so YouTube was giving Machinima partners the absolute worst advertisements on the
I don't
internet
think it worked that
were
way. I
paying
think
out
the
a lot of
partner
money, and now
company
that I'm
get
with
the
Curse,
ads. I
Curse
don't
is
think
getting better
YouTube
advertisements.
gives them ads.
I don't know. That's pure speculation, but the god honest facts are that now that I'm with Curse, I'm making way more money on DSP Gaming than last month when I was with Machinima overnight, inexplicably. Okay? So
Yeah,
that's
having a
good
fucking
news.
orgasm telling
Now,
us
it's
about
not
this.
great news. Great news would have been, oh my god, DSP Gaming skyrocketed and shot back to where it was last year, the amount of money that it was making.
Last
every
year?
month. That's not the case.
Wait a second. Great news would be I'm making the same amount of money I made last year, and last year he was begging on Patreon though. What? Uh-huh. Great news would be it shot back up to how it was last year. But last year he was begging for money the whole year. You obviously can find a problem in this. I don't even have to tell you.
It's still lower than it was last year, which is why I'm glad I've made all these changes to my streaming, which we're going to talk about in a moment how that's doing, because that's helping to make up for the difference. But I'm serious. Like, at least
Look at his face
daily what I was making with
when he
Machinima
telling
in
us about this.
February compared to daily what I'm
His
making
eyes
now
are
with
like
Curse,
all over the
it's 2 to 3
place,
times as much.
huge. He fucking
What the
looking
fuck?
all over the place. He
And
having a
how is
seizure
that
telling us
possible?
about this.
You would think it's the same ads, but apparently not. It must not
No
be.
shit, it's not the
Unless
same
there's some
ads.
miraculous switch that flipped because I went from Machinima to Curse. They said, well, Phil's now greenlit for good ads again, and they gave me the better ads. I don't know. I don't know how it works. And by the way, there's
I can
no
tell you don't know how it
information anywhere
works.
about this. If you ask YouTube, they won't tell you. If you ask your partnership network, they won't know. And if you look on the internet, no one knows shit. So there's no information.
Maybe no one tells. Where did he look? Where did he look on the internet? I would think it would be common sense. If you go to a porn website, do they have Mercedes-Benz advertisements? No. Porn websites have really shitty, low grade advertisements. Mixtape websites, really shitty, low grade advertisements. YouTube, fucking jury advertisements. When like Valentine's Day come around, not jury as in jury duty, but jury as in jewelry advertisements. You would think it would be common sense. Also, I don't think YouTube gives the partnership company the ads. I think the partnership company gets the ads. YouTube giving partnership companies ads sounds weird. YouTube find ads, give them to us. We put them on videos that we got for this. We put them on ad. We put the ads on videos for this dude that we got signed. He makes money. We get the money. We give you some of the money. That sounds really stupid. I don't think it worked that way. And he's very true with us when he's saying he don't know how it works. Because, yeah, it's not how that works.
Information whatsoever about this. If this is true, if I had jumped ship from Machinima 2-3 years ago and went to another partnership network, would I have been making more money all along?
You was getting paid for views, though. Unless you lied back then. Look at his face right now, by the way. He looked like he about to get robbed in an alleyway. If he 2 or 3 years ago, he said he was getting paid by views. And now he's saying here, if he jumped ship 2 or 3 years ago, would it have been getting paid more? But I thought you was one of the few people on YouTube getting paid by views. Was that all a lie too? This is gonna be a long video.
And there's no way
My
to
night
tell.
is already
but it
over,
makes
but I have
no
nothing I can
fucking
do
sense
now.
at all. But
Thanks,
this is
DSP,
the truth
you
of the
fucking
matter
piece of
right
shit.
now. Okay.
Yeah, sip out of that shitty mug with your fucking stick on it.
So at least that's good news. Is that DSP Gaming? It's not making enough money to support the business by itself. But at least it's making more money than it was when I was still with Machinima.
I don't think
So that's a
anything
good
can make enough
positive
money
thing,
to support the
okay?
business, because apparently the business is his house and all of his bills. It's not how a business works. Support the business would be if I own like a barbershop and the barbershop make enough money for the barbershop to stay open. That would mean I could pay all of my bills and pay everybody else's bills. It's not the business. The business is the thing. And I think YouTube is good enough to support the thing. YouTube is good enough to pay for him to keep buying games and keep internet. It's not good enough to pay all his bills, though. Nothing is good enough to pay all his bills. He's never going to find a solution. He's going to be fucking scratching and pleading and begging forever until he dies.
Now,
until he just gives
this
up
channel,
on YouTube,
this channel, The King of Hate Vlogs, is no longer partnered with any partnership network because it's a vlogging channel. It doesn't have to be. I don't have to have protections from Content ID or whatever. I don't use music or anything on this channel. Nothing.
You do use music.
Talking to a camera.
At the end of your weekend
preview. This is the most protected
preview.
channel there is. Like, there's nothing that they could get me on. So therefore, I don't care about this channel not being partnered with anyone. And so far, so good. It's working fine. I'm making barely any money on it. But you know what? I'm making just as much money now on this channel as I was when it was partnered with Machinima.
Also, barely any money equals a couple $100s. He's told us this multiple times over the last couple years or so. Oh, I make only like a couple $100s a month on it. So yeah, a couple $100s a month, barely any money. But he get like $150 in extra Patreon money. Oh, that's huge. It really helps out. Huh?
So this channel never made any money. This channel literally would be like a couple $100 a month.
See?
Tops.
Couple
That's
$100.
Even when I was
As
last
I
year,
open
when I was
chat
doing
logs
those
by
reaction
accident.
vlogs all the time and they were getting good views, I was making like $200 a month on this channel.
Couple $100, barely any money. He gets $150 extra on Patreon, and he fucking creams his pants on in videos. Literally. So what?
So that's why I wasn't going nuts. That's why this year, honestly, I'm not doing a lot of vlogging. Am I too crazy about it?
I don't
No,
get it.
because this
How
is
was
not
this
paying my
not
bills.
a-
This channel is always just a way for me to communicate with
How
you.
was $200
and share some
nothing
long-running series and stuff.
when it comes
It's
from
not my main
YouTube, but when it
concern
comes from viewers, it's a
business-wise, okay?
huge deal.
So that's great, and you know, this channel's going fine, so
He's
that's
so
good.
fucking
My
full of
third
it.
channel, KO Gaming, is still in a partnership with Machinima.
Him talking about a couple $100 like it's nothing when he get it from YouTube, but when he get it from Patreon, he acts like it's a huge deal. That shows you that it's just false excitement. You know, he pretends to be super hype and excited and happy about that extra couple $100 on Patreon with the hopes, oh man, we're really helping Phil out, you guys. Let's keep going. Let's try to get him even more next month. That's why he does that. It's not because it's really helping him out. He's just fucking he faking, basically. Like if somebody sent him $20 in a PayPal tip. Oh, wow, $20. That's really gonna help out. $20 is gonna help out. $20 is gonna help out on a 4-bedroom house. Okay, sure. $20. $20 can't even get you a decent webcam. $20 can't even get like 3 days worth of groceries. He get $20 in a donation. Oh man, $20 is really gonna help out. He get $200 from a YouTube channel where he does no effort. It's just him talking to the camera and uploading it. I barely made anything. A couple $100 a month. I made $200. That's nothing. Okay.
I believe it's until
Yep.
I think it's around the end of the first week of April. I could be wrong. It might be actually like the middle of the second week of April. I have to look it up. But basically, that's when the contract
It's
expires
fake,
with Machinima.
like false.
And I'll be rolling KO Gaming into a new partnership
I can't
as
even come up
well.
with the word.
So that
Pretending
will
to be
be,
grateful.
you know, ongoing. It'll have
can't
advertisements
talk
and
today.
everything on it. If you haven't noticed
forget
these
what
past
every
few weeks,
word
I
means.
haven't been doing anything for KO Gaming. And that's literally because I've been so busy with the new releases, which have all been incredibly long games.
It don't matter how long the game is. I talked about this legit probably more than a year ago. I remember him talking about how he's so busy because he's playing all these long games. It don't matter how long the game is, because if the game's short or long, he's still going to play games the same amount of time. It's not like Zelda, oh, Zelda's a 50-hour long game to beat. I'm going to stream it 10 hours today. It's like, oh, Zelda's a 50-hour long game to beat. I'm going to stream it 4 hours today. Oh, this game takes 20 hours to beat. I'm going to stream it 4 hours today. Oh, this game is 5 hours long. I'm going to stream it 4 hours today. It don't matter how long the game is. He's going to stream the same amount of time anyway. So that's a really bad excuse to say I can't upload videos to this channel because I'm playing long games. Because it don't matter how long the game is. He's going to stream the same amount of time anyway.
That I haven't had a spare moment
Look at
to
his
do
face.
anything for KO Gaming. Like, I haven't had a chance to do a first impressions video. I haven't finished any games yet, so I can't.
He's so unbelievable every time he tells us something because he's so fucking animated for no reason. He's more animated in his vlog videos when we feel like he's lying to us than he is when he do his Let's Plays that are supposed to be entertaining. He doing a Let's Play. Oh wow, look at that. Oh, and he do his little fake laugh. Oh, Popsicolo, 50-bit cheer. Thanks, Popsicolo. Alright, jumping off this mountain. He do a vlog video, he fucking flailing and looking at the calendar and bugging his eyes all out. It's ridiculous. It's like he put on a show for his vlog videos where he asks people to give him money. I wonder why. And him like bugging his eyes out and looking all at the ceiling and looking for Jesus during these videos, that's not a sign of him lying at all. No way. He's completely being honest with us, you guys. He is transparent like a motherfucker.
Can't actually review anything for the channel yet. And I did put up, the last video I put up there was a fan submission. It was DSP.
Also, he has 99 videos on the KO Gaming one. You would think he would do something special for his 100th video. I guarantee you, he doesn't know he has 99 videos. And his 100th video is going to be some nonsense garbage video. It's going to be a video somebody else made, or it's going to be a really bad review. I'm saying it like some of his reviews are good. Some of them, you can listen to them. It's not like awful. Like his For Honor video is kind of awful. But whatever. Let's continue.
Battlefield Bad Company to Abridged, and I did that like over 2 weeks ago. And that was good, but I don't want to keep putting those videos up with nothing else. You know what I mean? Like, I want to mix in those submission videos.
It took him this long to notice
that. Content, and right now I have none of my own content to put out on that channel. Now, shortly that may change. I'm going to have, I'm going to be able to start doing reviews and stuff for the games that I'm finishing up, and I do plan on doing some of that stuff. So keep your eyes peeled on KO Gaming, probably sometime in April, where there'll be a hell of a lot more stuff on it.
April?
But right now, the reason you haven't seen anything over there is that's why, because I'm just so busy with Zelda. And you're like,
when April come up, oh, I'm so busy with Persona 5, I can't really do anything for KO Gaming.
60 plus hours of gameplay still going. Mass Effect Andromeda, an insanely long game.
Like I said earlier, it doesn't matter how long these games are.
Danganronpa, an insanely long game.
Danganronpa.
And Nier Automata,
insanely long
I
is
wasn't
24
going to
hours,
review
apparently.
because you have to play the game 3 times to actually get to the end of it, and I only did it once. That's all I had time for, so I didn't want to say,
$60.
let me go review the game and only review the first run through instead of the 3. That wouldn't be fair to the game, so there was no reason for me to do that either.
That's bullshit. With that logic, he should review a lot of games then.
In regards to YouTube,
that's a fucking excuse.
The news is good but not great. The good news is DSP Gaming in a new partnership. Bad news with it is that, unfortunately, a lot of videos with music and copywritten stuff like that is getting claimed, and you're not going to be able to watch them anymore in the future. They're going to be muted.
What's this is how you don't play?
Well, the good news is, overall, DSP Gaming is making way more money right now than it was last month with Machinima, inexplicably. Again, no explanation.
This obviously helps the viewer.
All I can say is there's got to be a cause and effect. How is it that as soon as I leave Machinima and go with another network, immediately the profit goes boop like this? I mean, obviously there's something going on behind the scenes here.
Maybe Machinima has different ads and they pay different.
Machinima, which again, I can't give you the details until
the
final partnership is done. I will give you the details. Wait till you hear the story, you won't believe it.
I will shit on this company as soon as my contract runs out. Look how nice of a guy I am. You can definitely trust me if you was to come across me in real life, or if you was thinking about possibly doing business with me. I wonder how, like, the Curse network manager or whatever, if they even care about this. I wonder how they feel about this. We just signed this dude to a contract. I don't know how the contracts work. According to him, nobody signs, like, multi-year contracts anymore. But who fucking knows? The dude lie about everything. But I wonder how they would feel if they even cared. We just signed this dude, and he's planning on shitting on Machinima the day his contract run out. I wonder if he's going to do the same thing to the Curse Network if he ever leave them. Probably so.
I couldn't believe it.
What's wrong with him? Why would you do that?
With all the shit going on with Machinima right now, there's a lot of negative press with them right now. In fact, they are now, you might not have heard this story, they're discontinuing, as of the end of March, their partnership with Audio Micro, which is a company that they've had for 4 years, a company where you can get free music and sound effects to put in your videos on YouTube if you're a Machinima partner. They just decided to end it out of nowhere. No
they decided out of nowhere.
Just take it gone. So people who do edited videos and are under a Machinima partnership now have no resource to use music whatsoever in their videos. No explanation either.
You can get free music from plenty of places. You don't need the shit Machinima give you.
By the way, I still have that partnership. Curse, who I'm with now, has that partnership. So I can still use Audio Micro Music in all of my videos, and I don't have any.
Curse probably still have the partnership because they signed a contract at a different time. Curse might be asking for more money. When Curse and the Audio Micro people, when they contract about to run up, Curse might drop them too. They probably just asking for more money. Either that or Machinima didn't want to give them what they wanted. He doesn't understand that? Is he that stupid? He doesn't understand that.
Problem. So that's a good thing, right? But that's what I mean. Like, it's all, everything.
Also, how many years he was with Machinima? 6, 7 years? 5 years? 6, 7 years? A long time. All the bad press they always got. He would either not bring it up, barely bring it up, and then talk about how good they treated him, or he would just not talk about it at all. I think I said not bring it up twice. But now he's done with Machinima. He's telling us about the most minuscule shit. I'm sure Machinima ended a lot of contracts with a lot of different groups of people and a lot of different things over the last few years. That's how business works. You're not going to sign a contract with somebody and work for them for the rest of your life forever. It's not how that works. But now he's not with Machinima anymore, and something bad happened dealing with Machinima. Not even bad. A part of business happens, dealing with this business. What a surprise. And he has to talk about it like it's horrible. Like they fucking threw people in a pit of fire or something.
About Machinima now is negative, negative, negative. I think it was the right.
Stuff been negative about Machinima for like the last 6 or 7 years. Machinima always had negative press.
Time to leave, honestly. I really do. I think that this was things happen for a reason.
See this is what I meant earlier with the battered wife thing. Now that he's leaving, oh, they treated me so bad. Oh, they got so much negative press. It's a good thing I'm getting out of there. They've been getting bad press for years. For years. Almost soon as he signed with Machinima, they was getting bad press before then.
Some people tend to say, I think in this case, this particular break with the company that I've been with for some 5-6 years is a good thing. From all things I'm seeing right now, right? Making more money, away from the negative press that they're getting, I think things.
They've been had negative press.
Long run, because there's no way you can tell long run. But for now, it's looking good. And like I said, I'll have more information. I'll do a whole explanation about my association and my experiences with Machinima
it's a drama
once that
video.
final partnership ends in early.
He hyping up a drama video weeks from now,
and that's going to be a very interesting video that people have been waiting for a while. All right,
a while. Who've been waiting for
so
it?
On YouTube, that's how things are.
They
going.
have plenty
now
drama videos about
Twitch,
them already.
Twitch, wow, things have changed on Twitch, right? My daily gameplay
dude.
now, my streams are very different than they used to be. I'm engaged with the stream chat. I'm actively responding to things they're saying and talking with.
His Let's Play videos are fucking horrible, by the way. Those should not even be on YouTube. Like, watching them on Twitch is one thing, but going on YouTube and watching the playthrough and this dude giving shoutouts to people that gave him 50 cents, that's terrible, man. It's really bad. Like, really bad. I don't have a ton of free time. And even when I do a video, like a gameplay video, I don't stream it and just do it, and it's me in the fucking video. It's not me in the video in the chat and something distracting happen and I fucking get randomly sidetracked and talk about Final Fantasy VII for 30 minutes or some shit. But his Let's Play videos are horrible now. They was bad for their own reason, but now they bad for like multiple reasons. You know, it's one thing for that to be a Twitch stream, but for you to try to put that on your YouTube channel as Let's Play videos, it's awful.
With them, reading their messages, interacting, you know, they're helping me a little bit with the games. They're not fucking hand-holding me and telling me how to beat every single thing in a game. In fact, it's funny, whenever I go against a boss in Zelda, everyone's like, shut up, don't tell him how to beat it. Let him do it for himself first, and if he can't do it, you know, on himself, then tell.
They say that because they want to see him do bad at it so they can laugh.
Tell them how to do it. And that's how we're approaching it. Give me the honest college try first at everything I do in a game, and then if I can't figure it out, I'm getting frustrated, then give me a little bit of help so I can progress and it can be a more entertaining gameplay experience. Because if I'm stuck here for 4 hours on the same boss, no one's going to watch and no one's going to care. Of course,
no, people are going to watch that to laugh at you. Probably more people, because watching him coast through a game where he's just talking to Neo Blood Spartan or whatever in the chat, it's not entertaining. Not really.
You idiots out there who all they care
Idiots.
about is rage, 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 so they can make their fucking little illegal videos, stealing the content of me raging to make me look bad.
Little illegal videos. So the people that watch him for rage are idiots now. But when he did his Dark Souls Redemption run, he acted like him doing bad at the game was okay if people come to watch him do bad at the game. But now they're idiots again.
But I don't care about those fucking people. I care about
I don't care about those people I just told you about and got annoyed when I told you about them.
the viewers who were here to have fun and to have an engaging experience.
The people that are there to see you rage are there to have fun. It's just not the fun you want, and they're not giving you money.
And we're going to watch my stuff and be there in the long run. Those are who are participating in the streams today.
People that don't like him have been there in the long run. I've been around for the last, 3 years now?
Cheering with bits, who are subbing to the
Oh,
channel.
here we go. Yeah, they got to give him money. That's the viewers he wants.
What do I have great news in regards to that, which I'll talk about in a moment. And, leaving me tips. I opened up the ability to tip me
Tips.
a couple weeks ago, and that's been going great. So, in regards to the streaming on Twitch, overall, here's the deal. I've now done this new streaming method. Let's see, I started the new streaming method when I started playing Zelda. So, at this point today, it's almost been 3 weeks now with the new streaming method, okay? Here's what's happened. Here's what's
The
happened.
new
This is
scam.
pretty
Almost
good
3
news.
weeks into the new scam.
Number one, every single day that I've streamed, I get new subs and I get a bunch of new followers. There hasn't been a single day that I've streamed in this new method that I haven't gotten additional subs or followers. Every day there's positive growth, which is a good thing. Number two, I have hit a milestone in regards to subs, okay? I now have over 250 subscribers to my
Remember
Twitch
when he used to
channel.
shit on
Now, for
people
those
that
who watch
plug
bigger
subs?
Twitch streamers who've done this for years and years, of course you're going to say, well, that's nothing. Of course. But for me, it's a milestone. Even when I used to use Twitch back in 2013 and 2014, I never had 250 subscribers ever. I think the most I had was just over 200. So in 3 weeks' time, I went from like 100 subscribers to over 250. That's awesome. That is really positive signs of growth, right? That people are liking the changes, they're engaged more, they're showing up more, they're interacting more, and that's a great thing. So that's good. What's happened is I now have the ability to add 2 more emotes. So I have 10 emotes total, and I've already submitted one that my viewer and moderator on the stream chat, Popsicolo, actually designed a new one for me. That's going to be added shortly. I already submitted it, and I'm waiting to see if anyone else works on one more so we can have 10. The next milestone for Twitch is 500 subscribers. I don't think I'm hitting that one anytime soon. Maybe by the end of the year, if I keep this up and the positive growth keeps continuing, maybe by the end of the year we'll see 500 subs, and then I get another 5 emotes, which is pretty cool. But for now, 250, I couldn't be more happy. I mean, in 3 weeks, are you kidding?
Twitch is amazingly stingy with the emotes, by the way. It's a fucking joke. They added the ability to stream at a 6K bit rate now. I don't know if it's for everybody or if it's for partners, but they really need to stop being so fucking cheesy with the emotes. It doesn't cost... think about it, 250 subs to get 10 emotes. 250 times 5. You fucking add that up on your own. They need that much money to give you fucking 10 24 by 24 millimeter, whatever, pictures? Really? Really? They need that much money to give you that. And you can get free emotes, by the way, for your Twitch channel, but people need an extension. That's what I got on my Twitch channel. And as a matter of fact, let me see if I can get these on the screen. These are my very exciting emotes. Oh no, you can't see them. I wonder why. That's weird. But you get to see all my other shit I got, I guess. These are my very exciting emotes. This one is bugged out. I need to get rid of it. I commissioned 5 of these, so I actually spent money to get these. I didn't have somebody make them for me for free. I can't make money off these emotes. I actually spent $5 to get more. Besides the ones I commissioned, I made all of these on my own. Some of them, they're not too amazing. This Blanca one was just Blanca drinking out of a container. I made the container purple, and I gave him some shades. Named it Capcom Trio Blanca. But I mean, they my emotes. Somebody else didn't make them for me, so I don't feel like I owe them. And the ones that was made by somebody else, I paid for them. So it's not like DSP, he get his emotes made and he make money off them. Like, this is the thing. Most people, maybe even all of the people that stream, actually commission their emotes. They actually go out and buy. They actually go out and pay an artist to make emotes for them because they want them to be good. You know why they want them to be good? Because they gonna make people pay money for them. DSP getting free emotes from just dudes. It's not like they made emotes for anybody else. And then you have to pay for them? Really? Unfucking believable. Unfucking believable. But let's get back to this.
Me, I've more than.
Oh yeah, also remember when he used to shit on people that promoted emotes? Get them fucking custom emotes, yo. Make sure to sub so you can get custom emotes. And he said like emotes distracted from the stream and all of that stuff. Yeah, now he fucking plugs it too. Good job.
Double the amount of subs that I had, and I'm getting so much positive growth. I got a bunch of people who host me now. That's the other cool thing. I went to the hosting ability of
Nice
Twitch,
ding
and I
sound.
took it to look for channels that are similar to mine. It just so happens that because I was streaming a lot of Dark Souls in January, it ended up pairing me with a lot of Dark Souls style streamers. But I also got Arturo Sanchez in there, you know, my old school friend from the fighting game community who still does daily gameplay and stuff.
Arturo
with Street
Sanchez?
Fighter and other stuff.
Are you
I got
kidding
him in
me?
there, and what happens is during the day when I'm not streaming, the
He
channel
got
auto
this
hosts
auto
these
host.
people, so people get a few more views. I actually noticed the other day, one of them, his name is Tolo Mayor, and he plays exclusively like From Software stuff.
That's hilarious.
He ended up getting a few
Arturo
subs out of it.
Sanchez.
And I went to his stream and I said, just so you know, I hope that this is helping you because I was never part of that Twitch
he went to
culture
his
with
thing and
hosting.
self-promoted.
I didn't understand it. I didn't get it, that it's a social aspect and that people help each other out. And since I started doing the hosting, other people are getting help and people are coming to my streams from other people's streams as well. And it's awesome. It's all working out. Like, I love this feeling.
Okay. I'm not gonna hate on him hosting other channels. I know you probably think, well, I'm not gonna hate on that. That's helping other people out. He probably, well, I'm not gonna say he probably hosting people that don't need it. I think the dude he hosted, the first person I saw him host, the dude was fucking lit. He was like, whoa, I just got hosted by Dark Side Phil. He didn't shit on him anything, but it's probably somebody that know of him because he's so bad at Dark Souls, and the dude stream a lot of Dark Souls. But he was like, oh, I just got hosted by Dark Side Phil. Is this a real channel? He was fucking flipping out when that shit happened. So I can't hate on that. You know, it is him helping other channels out, and it's not him helping people out that he know. It's him helping out random people, and it's a pretty alright feeling to host a random ass channel and they get extra views and shit for it. Can't hate on that.
It's so different from YouTube. On YouTube, it's like, fuck that guy over there. He's my competitor. He's a piece of shit. I want nothing to do with him. And now I'm on Twitch. It's like people are like, be nice to each other. Check out this guy's content. Check out that guy's content when I'm not streaming. It's a different feeling. It's awesome. It's something positive. Something positive. Wow. Figure that one out. There's actually something positive on the internet in this day and age. I thought it was all gone, but apparently I was wrong. Because there's some good stuff going on Twitch right now. So, yeah. So
yeah. I kind of just didn't really listen to it, but I caught a good bit of it. For some reason, he thought Twitch had some kind of horrible community. It really don't. It's some people on Twitch that's assholes, but the majority of Twitch viewers and the majority of Twitch streamers are actually nice people, believe it or not. I know it's amazing to him, but yeah. And you know what? He probably think most Twitch viewers are pieces of shit and assholes and annoying because people that come to his stream chat are pieces of shit and assholes and annoying. His chat is fucking cancer. I would not be able to stream with his channel. I would only look at the chat when somebody gave me money.
everything on Twitch has been good. And
I hate the people in this chat.
ultimately, to let you know the
They're so
result,
fucking cringy.
ultimately, my overall views on Twitch, they're not sky high. In fact, I got, for the first week that I played new games, for example, the first week I played Zelda, the first week that I played, or the first few days that I played Mass Effect, etc., views were good. Then they tapered off. That always happens with long, ongoing playthroughs, because there's some people who they're still in that mindset that they have to see every part in every video before they see the next.
That's funny.
So they're not going to show up. And, you know, when I'm playing a game like Zelda, where I've already played over 50 freaking hours, how many people have honestly watched all 50 hours of my Zelda playthrough? Probably not a lot, maybe a couple hundred out of the thousands that are currently watching. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm not getting ridiculous numbers on my streams for stuff like that. I think what'll happen is, in time, my viewership's going to adapt and change. What I'm going to get is adjusted from a viewership who are here to see every part of a playthrough to a viewership on Twitch who are only there just to hang out with me. They don't care what game I'm playing. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. I'm here to have fun, and if the game sucks or the game's great, regardless, we're going to have a fun time on stream. That's kind of my methodology now, is if the game sucks, let's interact. Let's talk on stream about stuff and do other things so that we can get other stuff going. When I'm playing Mass Effect Andromeda and I have to drive from one side of a fucking barren planet to the other fucking side of a barren planet, and it's going to take me 5 to 10 minutes, let's at least chat in the stream chat. So we're occupied and we got something to fucking do, right? Because the bottom line is, I can't believe how many of these games have gone sandbox style, and now there's just so much dead time when you're playing the fucking game. It's all time killer bullshit.
Exactly.
So that's what the stream chat is for. That's what the new chat interaction is for. I do want to say special thank you, shout out to Dr. Zombie. It's a longtime fan and viewer of mine who I'm kind of friends with him outside of the YouTube thing too, because I talked to him through emails and stuff. We kind of talk to each other about stuff back and forth. And he designed all of those pop-up notifications that you've been seeing in my gameplay videos this month. He designed all of them. So he is going out of his way, you know, to do these, and he loves doing it. He's his hobby. He's an artist, and he likes doing this stuff. And he says, you know, this is.
I kind of do like the stupid art he made.
On stuff, and he says he's working on new stuff for future playthroughs as well and other ones. So that's awesome. So shout out to Dr. Zombie. He's been amazing putting that stuff together. It's been really good. And by the way, if anyone wants to work on fan art, or anyone wants to take their own kind of take at those moving GIFs or GIFs or whatever you call them for notifications, you can. I have a whole section on my kingofhate.com forums. The kingofhate.com/forums. There's that section there for that artwork that you can submit it, and I will review it, and if I like it, I'll put it on my pre-streams or I'll use it on my streams, alright? So, that's been positive, but overall, to give you guys a picture here, the profitability of streaming on Twitch, FYI, now I've been doing this for 3 weeks, and what Twitch does is it takes it by about a month at a time when it gives you, like, at a glance how much money you've been making on Twitch. I have more than doubled the amount of money that I'm making live streaming. Now, I was making an okay amount of money live streaming previously. Now it's actually pretty damn good to the point where I think if I keep up the way I'm doing, and I continuously grow like I'm doing right now, Twitch may,
look at his face.
in the next few months, this is no exaggeration, in the next few months, Twitch may actually become my main source of income.
He fucking bugs out when he talks about money. When he talks about money, when he, and then other things like
Teespring
his face fucking
and
bugs
Patreon
out.
Are just the final things that put the whole thing together and allow me to pay my bills and do this as a business.
Listen to this, though. He needs to be successful on Twitch. And this is the thing about Twitch. This is the thing about Twitch. And why doing YouTube as a job is way better deal. You do YouTube as a job, people watch your videos without ads on, you get paid enough to pay your bills. Bada boom, bada bing, you're done. You do Twitch full time, you got to count on people to sub to you, which is basically, you know, giving you money for barely a product. They're giving you money for emotes pretty much, and that's kind of it. And pretty much it's just to support you because they like watching your streams. You count on people to buy shirts. You're actually giving a product. Congratulations. But you're not going to sell 20,000 shirts a month. You're not Gutex. So whatever. It's okay, I guess. But that's not paying the bills. And you got to rely on people to donate to you, which is just giving more money to you with literally nothing in return, as opposed to at least getting some shitty Twitch emotes. And then Patreon too. And YouTube. And that'll allow him to pay his bills. So he needs 3 forms of basically donations from his fans just to pay his bills. And he doesn't see something wrong with that. Ooh, boy.
Okay. So right now, the changes that I have made, leaving Machinima, going to Curse as a new partnership network,
he should join a Twitch team.
Up my video style, making it more interactive. With
I don't know what Twitch team would want to have Dark Side feeling. But he should join a Twitch team.
Being overall more interactive,
because that could be people that can cross promote him
on Twitch and combine all
those factors together. And it'll really help him out too, because he don't have like a cross promotion community going.
May, June, I may be not great, but I may be back on my feet financially.
He's not on his feet.
I don't have to worry about every month, oh my God, can I pay my bills? Oh my God, will my bank account be overdrawn this month? Oh my God, do I have to juggle 500 things and pay this one on this date and this one on this date and have to worry about all of that for the first time in some 6+ months, because ever since last fall when all this started going on with the views dropping, ad revenue plummeting and everything, it's been a constant nightmare of me worrying about this shit. It really has. So what I'd like to say is to those, number one, to those who are my long time fans, my long time viewers, thank you for understanding.
He talking like it's the end of the video. He got almost 20 minutes left.
Changed, they're upset. They're upset that I've now changed my video style for a lot of these playthroughs. They can't believe that my videos I'm making shorter.
It's his fault people are upset. Because when he didn't do all of this stuff people asked him to do, when he didn't give shout-outs for subs, when he didn't try to sell shirts, when he made his videos longer, well, when he used to make his videos short and people asked him to make them longer, it's not the same, no. But he didn't do all of this stuff for so long, and he always pooed on people that did it. And now he's doing it, and he's like, oh, people are mad. People are mad because you conditioned them into thinking that stuff was bad. It's like if I tell everybody, man, I fucking hate people that wear black shirts. People that wear black shirts are fucking assholes. The worst types of people ever. I can't stand somebody wearing a black shirt. And then I know I'm like, oh, I'm going to wear black shirts every day, you guys. Oh my God, I can't believe people are mad I'm wearing a black shirt. I made you not like people that wear black shirts because I crapped on it every time I got the chance to. He doesn't understand that. This is why, like I said earlier, he shouldn't talk about stuff like he shouldn't fucking shit on everything he's not doing. Just because he's not doing it. Because he might end up needing to do it. He might end up needing to do it. And if he needs to do it, he's going to have to go and do it against his own will. And then people are going to give him a hard time for doing it because he conditioned them into thinking that it was a bad thing. Stupid.
Videos now to try to get my view engagement back up on DSP Gaming so we can get back into search rankings and get better advertisements again. So all these, and they're all upset. Whatever. I'm never going to please everyone. The bottom line is whenever there's change, there's going to be people that are upset. Listen, guys and gals,
people are upset because you made them not like the changes before you did the changes.
Tried it my way.
He doesn't get it.
I tried to do things my way ever since I started on YouTube in 2008 and doing this as a job since 2011. As of now, I can't do it that way anymore. YouTube will not allow me to have a successful business doing things in the method that I was doing it. So I have to change. If I want to survive, I have to evolve. Even changing up my videos to edited style and longer videos, it's not going to help anymore because YouTube is too oversaturated.
He just said he has to evolve to be successful, basically. And then he immediately tells us that he can't do the thing that takes the most effort. Really? What he did is not evolving. Evolving is not the woolly mammoth just finding a new fucking environment. Evolving would be the woolly mammoth getting rid of all the fucking fur. Evolving would be, I don't know. I can't think of another thing. Evolving would be, I don't know, the fish that's in the drying up lake, growing legs and walking. Evolving wouldn't be somebody picking up the fish and putting them in another lake with more water. Evolving wouldn't be, oh, the woolly mammoth is getting a little warm. Let's just go somewhere where it's cold. That's what he did. He didn't evolve. He just fucking he found a new environment. Somehow that's evolving. Because it's part of YouTube. And it's not like he wants it to be part of YouTube. Him giving shout outs and shit and talking to the chat in his videos is part of YouTube because it has to be. There's no way he could not make it part of YouTube. It's not by choice. If he could stream on Twitch and talk to people and give shout outs all the time, and then somehow magically upload the same videos to YouTube without the shoutouts and the talking to the chat, he would do it.
With people
but because he can't do
so
it,
what I need to do is go to the place where there is potential for growth, Twitch, change my stuff there.
Go to a place where there's potential for growth. It's not evolving. It's changing the environment.
And then have YouTube, yes, as a presence, and don't abandon the longtime YouTube viewers, but let you know things have to change. The content overall.
As a matter of fact, wouldn't that be adapting? No, that's not adapting either. What would they call it? What the cavemen did? I don't think cavemen really didn't do it though. Like if it got cold, they figured out a way to be warm. They didn't just go somewhere where it wasn't cold. What he did is the same thing birds do. Yeah, what he did is what birds do. He fucking migrated.
All for certain things is going to look a lot different. Yeah,
man, it's fucking ridiculous over here. I gotta move somewhere else.
Thank you, shout outs. I'm going to be talking to people who are actually on stream and interacting with them because that is where it's at right now. The old methodology of just playing a game offline. That's where it was at 4 years ago. Because the people who are successful at it are doing edited, scripted videos. They're already at the top of the YouTube chain, and there's no way to surpass them. There's no way to get that market share back. I will never get a viewer who watches those big guys to come watch my stuff. It just won't happen. because that's how YouTube's set up now. They can't even discover my videos anymore. They can't even accidentally see
It's
it
because
in
you
a
deleted a bunch of
sidebar
videos,
or
you
click on it
dummy.
in a search because I don't even show up there anymore. So
That has nothing
it's
to do with the
over
type
in
of
that
videos
regard.
you make.
The fight of doing it my way and trying to do YouTube as a job my way is over. But there's a new way. And the way
A
it's
new
working,
way?
I'm enjoying it. If anything, people have been giving me overwhelmingly positive feedback saying that for those who are sticking in there and aren't jumping ship, for those who are sticking in there and still watching the videos on YouTube and they're attending the live streams, they're saying that my attitude has been way better lately. I don't seem negative.
His attitude been way better because he's making dozens of dollars an hour. That's why his attitude been way better. I think literally every single person ever that streamed ever would have a better attitude if they got like 5 subs and 15 small donations every 20-30 minutes. It's not a miraculous change, dude.
All the time anymore, and I'm having a lot of fun interacting with people and joking around, and the gameplay videos themselves, they reflecting more positivity, and when you watch the playthrough you feel good rather than watching me do a game. And a lot of the times it's one of these games with grueling content or repetitive grinding.
Grueling
content.
Like,
I gotta get through this game, I gotta fucking keep grinding and get through this game, and I'm raging, I'm complaining. That's not happening all the time anymore. Sure, it still happens. Just happened the other day with Mass Effect Andromeda. There's a shitty part of the game, enemies keep spawning behind me and beside me.
But what about all the times he told us people watched his videos and told them about how they was like dying from pneumonia or something, and his videos cheered them up? Now all of his videos is just anger all the time, and now his videos make people feel good? I thought they already made people feel good.
Insta-killing me because it's fucking bullshit. It's a bad game mechanic, and I rage. That's okay. At least I didn't rage for 45 fucking minutes to say how bad the, I hated the game or anything like that. No, I got past that part. I moved on, and the rest of the
that was a
session
very
was
specific
enjoyable.
example.
And that's ultimately what I'm striving to do now. Don't turn certain game playthroughs into negative shit fests. Instead, get past the bad part and get back to the positive and be more positive with the people who I'm playing for live on stream, and overall the product ends up being a better thing.
Take a plug sip.
So I do want to say this. I realize my content has changed. There are playthroughs that have not. For example, Danganronpa is a completely offline playthrough, and there's people who absolutely are loving that playthrough because it's like the old school style. For narrative-based games, that's the way to go. If there's a narrative-based game, fucking do it like that, so that way there's no potential for spoilers or whatever, right? But when it comes to these big AAA releases, I'm going to be streaming them in this new method. Thank you for those who are understanding, who are watching the videos regardless on YouTube, and who are sticking around, all right? I realize there's going to be people who they're like, well, that's it, Phil's changed, I'm
10
gone.
minutes left, you guys. 10 minutes left AM, so that's like 40 more hours of me.
So I can keep doing this as a job.
7-hour long
right?
video.
For those who are on Twitch, I mean, I don't think, could we possibly say it's been a better experience? You know what I mean? Like, could you say, how could it have been better? This is going great. Every day we got regulars now who come in. I recognize all their names. We interact. We talk back and forth. We have fun, regardless of what game I'm playing. That's the other thing, too. It doesn't matter if I'm playing Zelda, Mass Effect, Nier Automata, what was the game Overwatch. You know, no matter what kind of game it is I'm playing, they're coming in, they're interacting with me, and we're having a good time. And they're cheering. That's what I mean. To my surprise,
here we go. We're back to talking about the money he gets from
coming
them
in
again.
and cheering with bits.
I knew it would come up eventually.
Subbing to the channel.
He can't talk about interacting with people on Twitch without talking about how much money they give him or about them giving him money. That's all it's for. That's all it's for. If it's somebody that legitimately doesn't realize that, they are a very, very sad and kind of dumb individual. Ugh.
Doubled my subs and tips as well. People are giving me tips, which basically means it's kind of a donation, but not. When you say donation, it means that it's supposed to be for non-for-profit.
Look how stupid this is. If I call it a donation, I'm breaking some rule. If I call it a tip, I'm not. Okay, fair enough. Don't tell us that. It's like he's telling us, oh, I'm trying to kind of finesse the government like I've been doing and I've been telling you all about. Don't tell us that. Just fucking call it a tip. Don't say, oh, it's not a donation because it's not a non-profit. It's a tip. You have to call it a tip or else you're going to get audited or whatever the fuck you talk about. Just fucking call it what you want to call it. Don't explain it every time. It's obnoxious. It's like when he talk about his shitty office. Well, it's tax write-off because I only play games in here. Apparently he jacks off in that too. I guess it's fucking come as a tax write-off. But like... They just not tell us the stupid shit sometimes. It's him being so transparent, you guys.
It's considered a tip if you're just giving extra money to someone who already performed a service for you.
Also, don't waitresses have to like file that shit for taxes? They supposed to, but no one does, I think. I don't know. I've never been a waitress. But this logic is horrible logic. And I don't think that's really the case. I have to call it a tip. If I call it a donation, I'm breaking some rule. If I call it a tip, it's okay. Twitch don't like it when you call it donations too, by the way. When people first started to call it tips, it was a lot of streamers that was like, oh yeah, it's tips now. We don't call it donations anymore. So that's a thing.
And they're interacting with me and we're having a good time.
Oh, let me fucking fast
at
forward.
this pattern, the way it's going, especially with the big new releases coming up. Just think about the next few weeks. The Dark Souls 3 DLC, Persona 5, Yooka-Laylee in April, big high-profile fighting games like Injustice 2 coming up in May. There's a lot of good stuff coming up in the next few months. If we could keep this going like this, by the summer, I may be great. I may be in a position where I'm like, well, I'm now back to where I was a year to 2 years ago, making cash and being able to pay my bills again. And you don't have to hear.
A year ago, he was able to pay his bills, in his words. Why were you begging for money on Patreon a year ago then, saying you needed to help pay your bills? Just like in another video where he was like, oh, this isn't like icing on a cake money. I'm not making good money through YouTube like I was a year ago. I need this to pay my bills. So, based on everything he's told us, when he first started Patreon, it was just for extra money. Now it's to actually pay his bills. Now, a year from now, he's going to be telling us in 2017 he was able to pay his bills with Twitch and YouTube, but now he needs it more to pay his bills. He's going to be telling us that a year from now. Every year, the year before gets better, and the current year gets worse. Every year. Every fucking year. And at the end of the year, that year was good. At the end of this is the DSP weird cycle. At the end of the year, oh, this year was great. It was the most positive year in recent memory. And then the next year, oh, last year I was able to pay all my bills. In the middle of the year, oh, I can't pay my bills. End of the year, this year was very positive. Next year, oh, last year I was able to pay my bills. Middle of the year, I can't pay my bills. End of the year, this year was positive. Last year, I couldn't pay my bills. Then when I needed bills to get paid, last year I could pay my bills. What? It's nonsense.
Hear me harp on this shit. I won't have to make these videos anymore and say, well, here's the.
You don't have to make them now. There's plenty of people on YouTube that can't pay their bills, I'm sure. They don't make videos like this. But you do. 35-year-old man. 4-bedroom house. He didn't need to buy. And he making videos like this. Pitiful.
Update on the business, everyone, because overnight I might go out of business anymore. You may not.
Yeah,
hear
overnight
that
he might
anymore,
go out
right?
of business.
However, we're not there
Overnight.
yet, and I have to end this video with probably the most important part of it. All right, April is coming up. Incidentally, April's the month of my fucking birthday. Oh, great. I mean, I'm just so happy that my birthday is coming up at one of the worst times ever for me in my YouTube existence. And let me explain why, okay?
Oh, eat a dick.
The reason
Who
that April's
cares?
going to be such a tough month, a bad month, no matter
Everybody
what, even
have
if we're
bad
having
months,
fun,
bad
and tons of people
days,
are showing
bad
up on
lives,
stream,
bad years,
and tons of
bad
people are watching
whatevers.
YouTube videos, I still have
Jesus
potential
Christ.
to be in massive crisis in April, and here's why.
A crisis.
Last
Crisis
month,
going.
February, I made the least by far ever on YouTube. All right, and that's why I left Machinima and all that. I had to have a change. I just no answers. And
What?
I'm not getting my answers on what's going on. I had to fucking.
He left Machinima because he made low, because he was barely making money. Well, why did he say he felt like he got fired? And if he left Machinima on purpose, why did he not have a backup plan for a company to go to? When he left Machinima, he acted like he got fired. He said it felt like he got fired, and he was desperate to find another company to partner him. He even said in the video, like he was asking if viewers worked for a company that could partner him. And I'm supposed to believe now in retrospect that he left on purpose. This is the equivalent of me saying, oh, I had a full-time job, but I didn't like it, or I wasn't getting paid good enough for my work, so I quit, but I didn't have another job. Who does that? Flip-flops in the wintertime. Who does that?
Figure out what was going on for myself. I didn't even make 60% of what I would need on YouTube to pay my bills.
Who cares?
I'm going to say that again.
Why should we
Typically,
care?
to pay my bills, there's
Why
a
should we
certain
feel
amount of
bad
money
for
I
you?
need to make minimum on YouTube to do it. I didn't get there in February. It was that fucking bad. Now, January was bad, but because of this big surge of support from people on Patreon, I got like an insane amount of extra.
We loop back around to something I talked about earlier. He said January was bad, but because of a surge of help he got through Patreon, he didn't get over $200 in extra Patreon money. But it's a surge of help. But this vlog channel that he makes $200 a month on, according to him, going by his words, that's almost nothing. He doesn't even care. It's a little bit of money. It doesn't really help out. Oh, it's a couple $100 is nothing. He get $200 extra in Patreon. He act like somebody bought him a mansion. Now, I'm supposed to believe that $200 that you had to beg for is a lot, and it's a huge help. But $200 you get almost for nothing with a vlog channel that don't even have edited vlogs. A couple $100 is nothing. Like I said earlier, it's him pretending to really be excited for this couple $100 because there's people supporting him with it. And he wanted them to think, oh man, we're really helping Phil out. Let's keep going, you guys. That's all it is. It's all bullshit. And I get a Steam
Money on
message. It's probably a
Patreon,
stupid
it
one
actually
too.
made
I'm
up
getting more
for
than
the
one in a
money that
row.
I made less on YouTube, and that's why this month
It
in
better not be
March I was
something
able
dumb.
to
I'll
pay
be
my
really
bills.
annoyed.
We're
Hey,
not
tell me,
there.
you doing a video on the new
I'm
film
in real
video?
dire
That's
straits
what I was
right now
gonna say.
because in April, you know, you got all this stuff coming up. You got my mortgages that I'm stuck with, my 2 mortgages, and you know all these other payments and things coming in, business expenses and everything. In addition, I got to do my taxes, which I haven't even done yet. I have to do my taxes, which I know I'm going to owe money.
He told us
and then I
about
have
his
to pay my
taxes like 2
accountant,
months ago.
which is
His
expensive.
accountant. He has an accountant. He can barely pay his bills. Has an accountant. Okay.
And I'm only getting like 60% of what I normally get on YouTube. There's no way I'm paying my bills. Now, the good news is, there's a few things that have been helping me out. Number one, right up here, Teespring. The people who have all bought stuff from Teespring since I launched that store 3 weeks ago or so, all that money went directly to bills. So that helped me a ton, okay? Patreon, right now, anyone, if you pledge to my Patreon in the next, what is today? Today's the 12th. I'm filming this on the 26th,
Yeah,
but I'm not
we're
releasing
frantic.
this till the 27th.
He panicking.
If you pledge to my
He
Patreon by the
panicking.
end of March, I get that money. The first
Look at his
week of
eyes, he's
April.
bugging out.
That money
It's
will
the
go
thing.
directly towards the bills. So that
He always does this when he talk about views, or when he talk about getting good views, and when he asking for money. He always does this. His eyes go all over the place. He fucking panic and act all frantic and shit. And he talk really fast, like he got a time limit for his videos. Every single time. As soon as he started talking about Patreon, his eyes getting like that. He pointing at the screen all fucking fast. It's only a few days. It's only a few days. It's gonna go straight to my bank account. Patreon don't even go straight to your bank account. He told us in another video, Patreon goes to your PayPal, and then he sends it to his bank account. And I know that's fucking nitpicking, but don't say it goes straight to your bank account. It doesn't. You go to your PayPal and send it to your bank account. So what the hell are you talking about?
I can pay them for the month of April, okay? And the other thing is, if you're watching my live streams on Twitch, all right, if you tip me, meaning if you actually send me that tip, the way you do that is when you're watching me on Twitch, underneath my Twitch
I hate when
channel,
you say the word
there's
tip.
a page with all this info, my rules and links to everything. There's a section that says tips. If you click on
He
that,
promoting
it brings you
getting
to my
Twitch
tips
donations
page
on a YouTube
where you
video.
can send me a tip via the stream. That money I get right now. So I can immediately apply that money
I could
to
pay
my
my
bills
bills.
as well. If enough people help me by pledging to Patreon by the end
Listen
of this month,
to
the next
this.
4 days or so, by buying stuff on Teespring or by tipping me on Twitch,
He just told us how he making 3 times more money on YouTube right now than he made last month. And how he making twice more money streaming on Twitch than he did when he first started back streaming on Twitch. And then he has the nerve to come at the end of this video begging for money to help pay his bills.
I should be okay, but I don't know. Right now, I'm nowhere near close enough.
I should be
the
okay.
bottom
I'm
line is
nowhere
right
near
now, what I'm
close.
kind of hinging on, which is really bad. My parents every year usually give me a birthday present. I'm actually counting on my birthday present to hopefully be
I already know where he's going with
enough,
this.
because I don't know what they're giving me to pay my bills in April.
35-year-old man is hoping his parents give him enough money for his birthday to help pay his bills. And if we know about this in a YouTube video. This isn't like a private conversation. We know about this in a YouTube video. It's probably one of the most pitiful things I've ever heard. Definitely on YouTube by a long shot. By a long shot. That's so sad. That is so sad.
That's terrible.
You can't even laugh at this. It's so sad.
That's supposed to be,
it's
there's something
it's pitiful.
nice for you for your birthday is literally going to be like my necessary income to pay my fucking bills in
If
April.
this is true, it's pitiful. And if you're lying, it's worse. Look at the fucking shitty ass sticker.
So I implore you, this is no joke.
Hashtag Stick-A-Mug. If you watch the video this far, an hour 34 minutes in, make sure to post hashtag Stick-A-Mug and let me know if you will buy a mug with a shitty sticker on the side. I'm gonna make a mug. I'm gonna make a Teespring mug and just put my face on it. And it's gonna have a black border behind it so they can put it on the sticker easier. It's gonna be all black. It's gonna be like this right here. So I point to myself. It's gonna be like this. It's gonna just be a picture of me looking straight at the camera like this, making a straight plain face. And it's gonna have some text right there that says take a sip. And the microphone gonna be here and everything. I won't even edit it. And I'm gonna put it on the sticker and give it to Teespring. And they can put it on mugs and I can make $5 selling mugs. That's the favor I'm gonna do for you guys. You can help me pay my bills.
It's gonna be really bad. I'm gonna try not to
Why would I want to make my
videos
videos better? Why would I want to make videos better with the money I get from people that watch me? And then possibly get more people to watch my videos, and the people that already watch my videos can enjoy them more. Why would a content creator want to do that? Why would you want to take any money and put it back into your business? No. You buy stuff you can't afford and then ask for money from your fans to pay your bills. They give you money and they get nothing in return. They get to vote. They spend money to vote. What fucking country you live in when you have to spend money to vote? They spend money to vote. They spend $10 for a verbal shout out, which they could get for 50 cents on Twitch now. They spend $1 for a text shout out, which they could get for 50 cents on Twitch. Well, for like 70, 80 cents or $1. They spend $20 to get a question answered in 2 months, which they could get instantly for 70, 80 cents or $1 on Twitch. Congratulations, you played yourself.
I'm going to try to still stay positive in the videos or whatever. But understand, there may be some stuff bad going on. I foresee possibly overdrawn bank accounts and other issues that are going to happen that aren't going to be very nice. But here's the good news.
Have fun overdrawn your bank account.
I can get through April. All right? If I can get through this month and not have 100 bills overdue and unpaid and all of that shit, if I can find a way to make ends meet in April, in May, I'm going to see the increased ad revenue from YouTube from now being with Curse, and I'm going to see the increase in revenue that I'm making on Twitch, that I get paid all that in May, because it's a 2-month stagger. It takes 2 months to process
He's
all
gonna
that.
buy gold tooth in May. He's going to be balling.
So I can get to May in one piece, okay? I think if we could keep this positive movement going with Twitch and all that, I think we're going to be good.
Also, this goes back to the thing I said earlier. Whatever he get is never good enough. Oh, thanks for all of the money y'all gave me and all of the new YouTube money I've been making, but I'm not getting that now. I'm getting that the month after next. So give me a lot of money on Patreon right now and send me actual plain fucking donations that you get nothing in return for. Send me those right now so I can pay my bills next month. But then the month after next, we're going to be all right. I can't wait for May to come around and for him to fucking ask for money again. Or for June to come around. I already know. June and July. When they hit, oh, these are the slowest. No, not even June and July. August. When August hit. Because when August hit, he's going to be getting paid for June and July. And unless Twitch really fucking picks up by then, he's going to be making a video in August. Not even August. He's going to be making a video in July. June, slow month. Summer is always slow month. Slowest months of the year. Really have nothing going on. And the ad revenue really dried up. And a few people dropped out of the Twitch program, and I'm not getting as much subs. And if you guys can go down here to Patreon and really help me out, and go on Twitch and send some tips. I can't call it a donation. Send a tip. He's gonna be doing that shit.
Good. I think by this summer things have gone back to normal from like 2 years ago. And
now it's 2 years ago. Now normal is 2 years ago. When twice in this video, normal was last year. Even though last year he was begging for money. And 2 years ago, he started Patreon. So how was 2 years ago normal? 2 years ago, he started Patreon based on the information he gave us in this video. All of the money he got from Patreon the last 2 years was extra. And now he actually needs it. This is based on what he said. And of course, he was saying I'm putting words in his mouth. But he said himself 2 years ago was normal. And last year, he was able to pay his bills with YouTube. But I definitely remember all last year. oh, last year false copyright strikes and knocked out of the YouTube search algorithm, and I really need you guys' help to keep going. But now in 2017, last year was just fine. And now he needs Patreon to pay his bills. But last year he told us he needed Patreon to pay his bills. In the year before last, he told us he needed Patreon so he wouldn't have to worry about views. But apparently 2 years ago it was normal. And last year was great. It was great.
I can be positive and we can tackle all these new releases again. We can have a lot of fun. And the other thing, that's the other thing too.
This dude.
Even if there's no new releases, I can find fun stuff that people want to watch on Twitch every day. And even though maybe the playthroughs on YouTube won't do stupendously with views or whatever, if people are coming out on Twitch and still, you know, tipping and cheering and subbing, it won't matter. It'll be enough to make up for it, which is awesome. Right? It's absolutely awesome that now I don't have to rely. Whoops. I don't have to rely solely on YouTube to be my bread and butter income. And basically, if it's a bad month, it's a bad month because YouTube views were down. I don't have to worry about that anymore. Now I can more diversify myself, which is what I need to do if I want to survive. Okay. So overall, there's been positive stuff going on overall. It sucks that my videos are getting content ID claim. I wish that there was a way around.
Oh, I wonder what the bitrate is for this video. It's going to take forever to upload. No, I should have used the garbage ass bitrate.
There's sadly no way out of me being able to not having that managed partnership.
I will have to use like some program to make it smaller. And that's going to take time.
There's no way around it.
Time equals revenue, you guys. I can get the fuck out of here.
Right now, there doesn't seem to be one. Okay. And yeah, this coming April is going to really suck for me financially. I'm literally like hoping and praying that somehow between, like I said, the birthday present from my parents and people coming out in the next few days to Patreon and people tipping me on stream and Teespring purchases.
Listen to
between
this
all that could come together and be enough somehow to pay my bills for April.
If I could get all of that.
I know that there's people, you know, I've talked about other things that I'm doing. For example, my lease with my car right now expires in June. So come June, I'm getting a much more inexpensive car. That'll help me definitely. Sadly, the whole process of me trying to sell my condo in Connecticut is not looking good right now at all.
$1,500 a month, by the way.
End up getting stuck with that condo in the long term, which.
So keep pledging to him on Patreon, because every single dollar that he getting on Patreon is basically going to pay for a condo that he doesn't even live in, and no one lives there. $1,500 a month going towards an empty building that he can't sell. And you as a DSP fan, the one dude that's watching this video still, even though you like DSP, you as the DSP fan are helping him pay for that. You're helping him pay for something that's pretty much worthless, that he can't use and nobody else is using it. He can't do anything with it. No one else is doing anything with it. And yeah, that's not helping anything be better. It's just him evening out. Good job. You are really stupid.
Sucks because that's a big financial drain on me. I've gone through every possible situation and negotiation, and it's still not looking good. It's not definite yet, but it's not looking good at all. So there's not much else I could do on my end. What I've done on my end, the changes I've now made, right? Leaving with Machinima, going with Curse instead, changing my video style for certain playthroughs and being more interactive and more positive with people. That's what I can do on my end, and I'm seeing positive increases in gains, and that's a good thing. Now, I got to pray for a miracle in April, and if I can get past that month, come May, June, July, I think we're going to be good. But we have to get through that first, okay? All right.
We done here?
That's the update. I hope that was informative enough. That was a lot of talking. In fact, I don't even know how long the video is. It looks pretty long. Hopefully that gets you up to speed on everything, and you now understand what's going on.
To read comments
I will make another video like this probably in a week to 2 weeks, again, when I have more updates and maybe more info for you on what's going on in that regard, and we'll go from there. But please, take this seriously.
Take it seriously.
One, for all of your support, whether you're a long-time viewer
take
who
my
just watches
begging
my stuff
seriously.
on YouTube, whether you're someone who's been checking out the new live streams, no matter who you are.
Take my begging seriously. Ignore last year when I said I needed your help to pay my bills, because last year was great. Ignore when I started Patreon to say I don't want to have to worry about views, because I worried about views anyway. Now take it seriously. It was all just a fucking prank earlier. It was a social experiment.
You are, for your overwhelming support in this time of need, thank you. All right,
time of need.
This is awesome. Again, whatever. It looks like I've been saying this on pre-stream.
Sell
like
your fucking PSVR.
Like
that's $400 right now.
Rejuvenation. I used to just be YouTube. Now because I'm diversifying myself, I may find a way to make it work again. And
it used to be YouTube. Now that I'm diversifying myself, streaming on Twitch is diversifying yourself if you're a Let's Player. He already streamed on Twitch before for like 2 or 3 years, and he left. This dude acting like he making a completely different type of video and he like doing a completely different thing. You're still doing gameplay videos basically. It's not diversifying yourself, dude. Selling shirts isn't diversifying yourself either. None of this stuff is him diversifying himself. What the fuck is he talking about? Here at McDonald's, we make Big Macs. We also make double cheeseburgers with diversifying our meals. It's still a fucking burger, you moron.
Could be even better than before, honestly, in a lot of ways. Instead of just me sitting here playing games offline like it's a grind, I could have fun and interaction and positivity with people on a daily basis. I think overall
like it's a grind
for you and me.
But okay? I thought you enjoyed doing it and you had a dream job and you loved doing it. Now in retrospect, it's a grind to play these games and not talk to chat and get dozens of dollars in donations every 15 minutes. Now it's a grind.
Okay. But that being said, we got to get through this hurdle of April.
I think it's an MLG shirt, by the way, because like I say, he's wore this shirt plenty times over the years. I believe it's because the dude got a gamer headset on the baseball bat. But I believe it says MLG under that. Stick them up.
So please, if you're watching this video, and take it seriously, and if you can,
take it seriously.
Patreon in the next 4 days by the end of May, or the end of March, excuse me. Teespring, or when you're watching.
And what a shock. He makes the begging video when there's 4 days left to pledge on Patreon. It's not convenient at all.
My live stream, sending me a tip via Twitch as well. Those are the 3 ways you can really help me out right now. All right? That's it, folks. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video and it was informative for you.
I didn't enjoy it. Who would enjoy this?
All kinds of new gameplay this week. All kinds.
I got to hear somebody talk about their bills. I really enjoyed the content.
The new releases and everything coming out this week.
Keep
Watch
it up,
the
Phil.
Preview right here on this channel, which is already live, to find out the skinny on that. And that's it. Have a good night. Peace out. See you later.
Nice salute. What a fucking god damn. All right. Oh, what a shock. Remember in the beginning of this video when I read the comments and somebody said that this is why you call him out on his bullshit. This is why you call him out on his bullshit. I gotta like make myself not get upset about this because it's DSP stuff. You can't even get mad about it. It still happens though because it's so fucking stupid. In the start of this video, when I was showing the comments and I was talking about how he lies and says comments get flagged and taken down and they get taken down for spam and he not deleting comments. And it was a comment, the first comment I saw. It said they need a too long didn't read version for this video, and it had like 9 likes and like 4 comments replying to it. Guess what? That comment doesn't exist anymore. It's not here anymore. This hasn't even been an hour. And guess what? We see DSP in the comments replying to people. So I'm supposed to believe DSP didn't delete that comment, even though he's in the comments replying to people. Even though he says he's too busy to reply to people. This dude is really stupid. I think you could get partner. You got 250 subs or more. I guess I mean if you got 250 subs or more. They mean on Twitch, though. They already partnered on Twitch. Why are Phil's haters all weeaboos, anime obsessed freaks? This is what he has to say about the video. This has nothing to do with the video. Why this comment didn't get deleted is worthless. But the comment that say, oh, I need a too long didn't read version for this video, that gets deleted. Because I'm calling it getting deleted. Because I looked at the comment not even 2 hours ago. I see DSP in the comments replying to people, and now that comment is gone. Give me a fucking break. Trying to fool us and tell us that these comments get auto-flagged. Okay, if a comment get auto-flagged, you're not even going to see it. If a comment get voted down a bunch, I don't even know if they do that anymore. But the comment had 9 likes. But whatever. I hope things continue to progress. One person had a reply to that. I should have read it earlier. It said progress downhill or something. Guess what? That comment isn't there anymore. But this comment here, he don't delete comments though. Give me a break. And a comment that said, the negative comment that replied to this comment had like 15 likes. Give me a break. His financial state, blah, blah, blah. His financial state can't progress downwards. That would be regressing. Jesus. It's even a reply to the comment that's deleted now. Why would you leave the reply to the comment, but not leave? Why would you delete the comment and not the reply? My complaint is that you keep doing shout outs to donations and interrupting the gameplay isn't pop-ups enough. And you can thank them later during the break. Can't watch Mass Effect because it's awful. It's fucking awful. Mass Effect Andromeda is a piss boring game for about 80% of it. Without those interactions, I'd probably be hating the game. It's not interactions. They're saying thank you for money. You could talk to people. This person not complaining about him talking to people. They're complaining about him doing shout outs for donations. How about tone it down, say thank you, but don't read the whole message? Yeah, he'd read the message too, which is stupid. He don't have to read the message. The message shows on screen. Somebody have a message pop up like, oh, Mass Effect hype. And he'll be like, oh, jerked off 2755 just sent a 50-bit cheer and said Mass Effect hype. Really? You don't have to do all that. I can't wait to hear the story. I guess it's some BS, Machinima's terms of service, blah, blah, blah. Wrong. Revealing the channel CPM is not against the partnership contract. Revealing the terms of your agreement with that partnership company is against terms. So you're completely wrong. But telling CPM is part of the agreement. They agreeing to give you this much money. And this dude bringing up the pillow with the unicorn on it. I mean, he had that pillow for like 2 years. He listened to the Sons of Kojima podcast because they recently brought it up. That's all it is. Still waiting on Persona 3. Did he reply to this? Waiting for what exactly? The final cutscene, because that's all was left. Pretty much, it would be nice if you finished it. Blah, 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 blah. So basically he said, oh, I'm not going to fucking do it. Chaff Grenade can post comments. Did he unban people? I want to see if I can post comments. Of course I can see it because, you know, that's how it works. Let's go on Google Incognitus and see here. It's not like I really care. I just want to see. I guess I do care. Yeah, I'm still dead. I'm surprised he could comment. I guess he never commented on this channel before. Oh, it's weird. Let's see what he had to say. Random question to the viewers. Anyone here actually keeping up with the Breath of the Wild playthrough on YouTube as opposed to watching the initial Twitch streams? Just curious. Of course, DSP replied his response is worthless. Do a Patreon pledge. Oh, I'll do a Patreon pledge for at least the month of April if you promise to cover a bit of Gorilla's Grodd and Swamp Thing and Injustice 2. He's gonna play as all the characters in the game. But how stupid is this? I'll give you money on Patreon if you play as these characters in this game that's upcoming? What? Give me the money first, then I'll let you know if I do it. While his haters weeaboos, anime obsessed freaks. This is coming from a dude that has a D for his name. Well, for his picture. Is he obsessed with dick? I don't know why you say obsessed with anime. They have anime pictures. It's a profile picture. People don't like using their real picture. They pick anime pictures. What else are you going to be? An anime character, like a rapper, a singer, video game character. There's not much you could pick from. Do you know about the age gate YouTube is going through right now? Philip DeFranco did a video about it. Probably another hoop you have to deal with. Age gate. Okay. The shout out thing during Twitch videos are mildly annoying, but they definitely make the people tip and cheer and feel more appreciated. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. The shout outs are ruining the quality. I don't have to read the rest of this. Yeah, I get that. And I clearly stated in this video I did everything I could do to hold out and keep my old. Oh, it's okay. Basically, oh, I'm about to go out of business, so I gotta do it. Whatever. You need more guests for your streams. No one's gonna do that. Then why? Except unpopular people or nobodies. Like Venomous Fat Man. Where did you get that shirt? He got it from a convention a while ago. Yeah, it's a really old shirt. Isn't Cursing 9010 split? Let's refresh this and see what else we got here, and then we could get the fuck out of here. Well, I see my comment, but you know, shadow ban, so it's not really that. Why am I smiling watching this? Keep up the good work. This is a weird comment. You don't know about hosting? You can join a Twitch team. Yeah, I said that in this video. You could join a Twitch team. List your stream in the Twitch community and hashtag if you seriously need graphics, emotes, t-shirts, designs. I think it's a good idea to commission an artist rather than relying on fans. He could get way better emotes, dude. He could get way better emotes. DSP could legit spend like, I don't know. I want to say he could probably spend like $80 and get 10 godlike emotes made. But he could probably get them for cheaper and then just post the person like a link to them in their channel. Like, oh, I'm gonna post the fucking link on my channel and I'm gonna give you shout outs and make me like 10 emotes for like $50. I think he could do that. And he'd have way better emotes and they'd be worth subbing to, because his emotes horrible. I don't live in an expensive mansion. I don't drive a BMW. I don't go out and eat at fancy restaurants every 4 to 5 days. You don't eat at restaurants that much. You're exaggerating. I don't have a super expensive coffee maker. It's a coffee maker. I can't afford to buy useless shit or go on a vacation, but I have a few things you will never have. In real life friends, oh no. I can have fun with a girlfriend who loves me. We really go on here, Mr. Bird and Gabriel. I was respecting your comment, but this, a girlfriend who loves me? Parents who are proud of what I've became? Also, you a joke on the internet in a digital age, you're seriously fuck. This is... The beginning of the comment was okay. The in real life friends part, I was even taking that. But when he said a girlfriend who loves me and parents who are proud of what I've become, I'm like, dude, you posting a YouTube comment. You don't even have a picture. Anybody could be anything in a YouTube comment. I could make an account today and post a YouTube comment like, oh, I'm a contractor and I make 40K a month. Haha, you're so broke, Phil. It's a YouTube comment. What a fucking cunt for posting that comment. A girlfriend who loves me. That's the same thing DSP would say. I got a girlfriend who loves me and all of these people are hating on me. It's something he would say. Oh my God. Cringy ass comment. Hopefully that dude don't watch my videos. The shout outs during the Twitch videos, I'm all annoying. Yeah. Where did you get the shirt? Yeah, there's no new comments then. Okay, we got Audi 5000 G. I forgot what the hashtag was earlier. I think it might have been hashtag stickermug or some shit. Oh boy. 2 hour long video for me. 40-minute long video for him. That seems about right. But yeah, I'm done. Oh yeah, another revenue stream I forgot. He was in talks. I don't know if that plan fell out, but he was in talks for a game dev to pay him to play that game, like directly pay him to play the game. A sponsored playthrough. 12 revenue streams. 12. Alright, but I'm done. This has been Almighty Tevin. If you need somebody to love you, make sure you look up. I might be there. Unless you're an asshole. Then I'll have somebody else for you. And I'll see you in the next video. Because that's what people say. I don't know. I'm tired of talking. I've been here for 2 hours. Give me a break.